Hi, I'm Tony.
Hey, brother, how you doing?
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
Sam,
good.
Dr. Sam from the county.
Dr. Sam, nice to meet you. I hear you guys are really busy down there lately with a lot of things happening, especially among the homeless community, a lot of hepatitis A breaking out.
Yeah, that is.
It's third largest in the country, the outbreaks?
Yeah, it is. We're experiencing, unfortunately, the third largest hepatitis A outbreak in the country since the vaccine was introduced in the mid-90s.
Yeah, I didn't know that they had a vaccine. That's good to know. I personally know a lot of people that have it, that are going through it, and their eyes will be real yellow. What are some of the things you can do to prevent it, and how do you catch it?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of ways we can prevent it. Really, the best way that we can prevent it is by getting the vaccine. Very safe. It's one of our safest. We give it to even immunocompromised people, so that's people with HIV or AIDS or other people. We give it to people who are pregnant, things like that. So it's a 2-shot series, 6 months apart. But for outbreak control purposes, even one vaccine is way better than nothing. It gets you up to 88% effectiveness.
Oh wow, that's amazing. This outbreak then, is it mainly concerning the homeless, or is it pretty much throughout the population?
Yeah, so the outbreak is unfortunately concentrated in homeless and kind of our street drug users, our illicit drug using population, and that covers most of the people in the outbreak. We do have cases, we have about 20% of the cases which are not in either homeless or drug using, and those 20%, about half of those we know are kind of traced back to these populations, like whether they're working with them.
What are some of the symptoms if people should be looking for if they have it?
Yeah, so not everyone gets symptoms, but if you do get symptoms, you might get fever, kind of these non-specific flu-like symptoms where you're tired, and then you might also get more symptoms that are associated with Hep A, and only Hep A, and these are some of the, or other liver diseases like jaundice, where you get yellow, your eyes get yellow, you might have pale stools, or you might get what we call Coca-Cola urine, where you have dark urine. It's usually after some of those that some people have, go seek medical attention.
Oh, okay.
But if you think you have it, go see your provider.
Where would you go to get this vaccine?
Yeah, you can go, if we're not able to come to you and you want it right now, go to call your medical provider. If you don't have one, then go to either the closest community health clinic or go to a public health clinic, immunization clinic. And if you don't know where those are, depending on where you are in the county, call 211 and they have the list and they will tell you where the closest one is.
Oh, good. How is it spread from person to person, and what's different about this particular outbreak?
Yeah. So Hep A can be spread by ingesting even just a microscopic amount of kind of fecal matter from someone else who was contaminated. It usually has to do with contaminated food or water or something like that. You hear about a restaurant where a food handler had it or something like that. But here, it's actually not tied to a common source like that. What it is that it's spread by contact to contact, person-to-person contact, and really close person-to-person contact. And that kind of unfortunately makes sense, right, given the populations that are affected. And so that's why the best strategy is just to get vaccinated. But in addition to vaccinating, we want everyone to try to wash their hands with soap and water and things like that, as much as they can do to help with hygiene.
Oh, that's good information, good thing to know. I used to sweep the streets over here on 16th Street a lot, and I realized some people urinate in this, because there's lack of bathrooms. There's 2 bathrooms for all the homeless to use, on C Street and one on Park and Market, that's it. I mean, it's ridiculous. So people don't go there, they'll just go in the street. And the sun dries that stuff up, and it just makes it like silk. So when I go to sweep it, it just vaporizes in the air. And I used to get stomach problems all the time, diarrhea, and the doctor said it's from ingestion of fecal matter. I thought, I don't eat fecal matter. How did I get that? And that's how I got it. I realized if some breathing in, I think, I don't know.
Maybe who knows,
but breathing in all that stuff that I swept, So
but what I can say is that for hygiene, we are kind of piloting and looking into hand washing stations just temporarily, just for the outbreak. Because we know for public health measures and control of the outbreak, that would help, of course, with the hygiene. But we think that might. So we're just piloting that. We're exploring that right now, and then we might expand that, of course. And then we have these hepatitis A prevention kits with kind of little bottles of water, hand sanitizer, but hand sanitizer is not as good as hand washing, but it's it's much better than nothing. So we want to offer that and some wipes and things like that. We're working through our providers to get that out.
That's wonderful that you guys are doing such good work.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Tony.
I appreciate you coming down. Thank you.
Appreciate you getting the word out.
All right. Okay.